Hey y'all, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. It's good to see y'all. It's been a minute. I apologize, but also I don't. My name is Amber Wilson. I'm here with my friend and my mentor Martay. We just
call me a mentor. I love it.
Yes. We just released a brand new single called Gaslight Me. It debuted on all platforms August 19th, so it's pretty fresh, and we're really pumped and we're really proud of it. So if you haven't already, go ahead and check it out. I'll also put a little link in the description for y'all to go and look and stream it on your platform of your choice. But yeah, today we're going to be doing a lyrical analysis and breakdown of our song Gaslight Me, because I just know that there are going to be some of y'all who are going to be little nosy Nancy's trying to figure out if this song is about some guy that I met while I was here or in LA, and no, it is not. So I'm just going to dispel that right now.
We shouldn't tell them, that's great.
Or maybe it is.
Mystery.
I think it'll just be cool just to have a little intellectual fangirl, fanboy, nerdy moment, and let's just discuss lyrics. I know for me, one of the reasons why I'm such a fan of music is just being able to study lyrics of some of my favorite artists, and so I just wanted to create a space for us to do that and just talk about the lyrics that we wrote.
Yeah.
Without further ado, let us start the lyric analysis for our song,
Nice.
Gaslight Me. So, verse 1, were you happy when you were with me, or did you realize that I wasn't enough? Did your darkness overtake you, or did you run because the going got tough? This is my favorite verse that I've ever written, that we had ever written. I think
Really?
I loved this verse.
This is new to me. This is good.
No, I just liked it, especially because of the final line. It was just a play on like that common phrase that we'd say of, how does it go? When the
going gets tough, the tough gets going.
Yeah. We got that lyric of, did you run because the going got tough? Like, I'm just a sucker for like really catchy, quirky lyricism moments that artists would do, and so I think it was just a special thing for me that we were able to pull that off. But no, I think this verse was just really special as far as it being the opening statement for the song, because I really feel like it set the pace and the tone of the overall message and story that we're gonna tell throughout the song. And I think it's so true. You get in that place where you start looking back and replaying moments in your mind of, oh, like, why did this go this way? Or, oh, maybe if I had have done this different. Or, oh, maybe if I had have just listened to my friends or my family and I hadn't have messed around with this person.
Right.
Or, oh, what if I had have trusted my gut? Or you start to get in that weird headspace where you're just overthinking and you're ruminating so much. And then it kind of just hits you in the swirl of the moment of like, you just start questioning and wondering. I think, again, like what I said, it was just like a really crazy but cool standout way for us to just set the tone for the song of kind of what Gaslight Me is. Because you think going into it, you know what the song is going to be about, and then it starts like this, and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah. And I think it was hard for us to write it, excuse me, at first, because I think that we know what the concept of gaslighting is, but to like ask someone to gaslight you is really like different. And I wanted us to do that. I think that was so dope that we could do that. But I think we would be writing the song and would like step back and say, wait, what are we writing about again? Because like it's very different to ask someone to gaslight you. Maybe we should talk a little bit about that too.
Yeah, so I think long story short, concept of the song was we wanted to write a song where basically we find out, and this isn't like an exact thing, or maybe it is that happened, but just you're in a relationship of any kind, whether platonic, romantic, situationship even, and you find out that someone was not interested, or they weren't committed, or
they intentionally hurt you.
They intentionally hurt you.
That's crazy.
Intentionally or even unintentionally hurt you.
Yeah.
And you find that out, and the revelation, the weight of that pain, it feels so much that rather than acknowledging that it's their fault, you'd rather just have them blame you, which sounds really twisted and like a little
when you're
sick,
in pain, I feel like you feel all that. Like, yeah. When you're healthy, it's different.
And so I think that was the most appealing and attractive thing for us, was we hadn't really embarked on writing a song from a concept like that before, or we had heard all these oldie songs that kind of had these crazy concepts or even cool music video concepts and storylines and things like that, but just taking such a nuanced, brand new topic of gaslighting, which I feel like gaslighting came along, 2020?
Yeah, I think so. It became like a more like popular, talked about concept.
Yeah, I think it's just like a great challenge. I'm glad we were able to embark on that challenge.
Okay, pre-chorus. I got y'all. You see? It goes, our love is not the same. You're cold, you're shy, you've changed. I'm tired of being strong. Tell me what's wrong. I mean, this is just acknowledging that acknowledgement when you're in a relationship and you can blatantly see that it's not the same as when it started. And so you go from like this psychological, like Amber's talking about verse 1 of like you think overthinking it pretty much, right? Asking someone like, hey, like I would rather have you blame me than me know that you intentionally or unintentionally hurt me. Now, here's why. Our love is not the same. You're cold, you're shy, you've changed. I'm tired of being strong, like just pretending like it's not happening. Or like trying to just like go about life like it's normal.
Yeah.
I think that's the worst, like romantic relationship wise, when someone has changed or like I'm freaking out like in a bad way. Like if they're like, they don't really want to be around you or they're cold towards you. You're like, what's happening? I'm freaking out. And then tell me what's wrong. Like, tell me what's wrong.
Tell me what's wrong.
Yeah, tell me what's wrong.
Yeah.
And then
that, and I even think about it too, like, granted, I'm getting a lot healthy or more healthy about not doing this, but I used to be like, oh, I'm good. I'm Gucci. Like, it doesn't faze me. Like, I'm fine. It doesn't hurt me. But actually, deep down, it's like, I'm literally writhing in pain on the inside. Like, this sucks.
Yeah.
I think.
Oof, that's true.
I think pre-chorus is kind of like the undoing of, or the unraveling.
The vulnerability.
That's
coming out.
Yeah.
The unraveling, I like that.
And then it goes into the unraveling. It goes into the chorus, which is gaslight me, don't rip the band-aid off because it's not fair for me to go through hell. Gaslight me, my heart is too soft for this love affair. Why did you kiss and tell? And I just remember do you remember when we were on the second line trying to decide between don't rip the band-aid off and rip the band-aid off?
Well, yeah. In my mind, I was like, I had thought about this so deeply, like probably lost sleep over this concept. No one says don't rip the band-aid off.
Right.
I think in culture it's like, no, rip the band-aid off.
Right.
And so I remember, I think we were recording and Amber actually sang rip the band-aid off. And I was like, hello? It's actually don't rip the band-aid off. Like not to be nitpicky.
You like sent me a voicemail. I was like, oh shoot, I gotta go back in Logic and re-record and retract those vocals.
It's just one word, but like, it makes the whole sentence change.
Yeah, because it's, again, and just like what we were saying, it's just such a weird thing to beg someone to like blame you. You don't see that.
Yeah.
But I think perhaps maybe we've made it a little taboo.
And I think it's just an honest song.
Yeah. Like we as humans, when I say we, I feel like we've made it taboo because it's hard to process it, or we just don't really want to. Like we sometimes just still get an autopilot mode of wanting to sweep things under the rug.
Yeah.
And we don't really want to make space or hold capacity to try and process and work through those things because it's like, nah, it's painful, it hurts.
Well, nobody wants like their relationship to fall apart. And like it reminds me of like every amusement park I've ever been to, they have like a drop zone.
Yeah.
Where it takes you up and there's like this suspense.
Yeah.
And then it drops you.
Yeah.
In that minute, you guys, when I'm on that ride and I'm like, I don't know if like every time I get on that ride I have anxiety, like low key. And I get up there and there's people that are like, I think I'm gonna die. Like I don't want it to happen. Like, and I feel like that's the concept of Gaslight Me. You're in that space of suspense. Like this is about to fall like out. This is not gonna be good. And like I'm praying for people up there. Like it's gonna be okay. Jesus has you. Amen, Lord. Like in my harness. And that's how it feels. I feel like.
And then there's people like me, like, oh my god, I'm gonna puke.
Right. Like the truth of who you are as a human, all the toxic stuff and the unhealthy things just come out when you're in that space. And it's only like a minute of time, it feels like, but it's like a minute that is so long.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, that's the chorus.
Yeah.
That's the
chorus. That's the chorus. And then, you have your ad libs, right? Gaslight me, whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Ooh, whoa.
Yes.
And
Don't
then,
need to explain that. We just wanted to put it there because we
just
wanted a catchy pop.
We just wanted
whatever. To follow
fun.
stereotypical song form or whatever.
And I feel like a lot of dance songs are actually not happy. Like,
True.
so. Do do your research.
My little babies from the 1975 talking about somebody else. Like I see y'all with that arrangement.
Somebody that I used to know. And then you have Harry Styles, As It Was.
Yes,
guys, it's exactly. A thing. I love it though. On to verse 2. And then you start asking yourself questions. And so it goes, was I happy when I was with you? Or did your ego make me want to give up? Should I run like it doesn't hurt or pretend that this has always been love? I love this verse because it's kind of like a change in the perspective of the person that's singing it. You go from questioning yourself, questioning whether this person was, you know, like what were they doing? You're spiraling. And then you're like, just gaslight me, make it okay. And then you hit verse 2 and you're like, wait, hold up. Was I happy?
Yeah.
Like, you know, when I was with you?
You start considering yourself and your needs now.
Which
I think is like a little baddie moment where it's like, oh wait, actually, yeah, your needs matter, but so do mine. Which I think it's the most beautiful thing, seeing that happen in someone else's life where they realize like they deserve better.
I agree. 100%.
Yeah. And not with like a lens of arrogance or anything like that, but you just want to see people do well in life and you want to see them get and achieve good things and have good things. For that reason, it's just such a little baddie moment where you're just like, yes. Like,
so true. I feel like, and that's kind of how it can be when you are healthy. Just because you're healthy doesn't mean you don't have bad thoughts here and there. So I feel like the song starts out and you have like these unhealthy, like you've been triggered, you're spiraling, and you're like, wait, hold up. I'm better now. Like, no, wait, I don't think I was happy when I was with you. Like,
or not even I'm better now, but I desire to be better. I desire to be in a better situation than where I'm at now. And I'm not crazy for wanting better or for wanting best.
Yeah, I realize it. So yeah, that's verse 2. I think it's super powerful.
Pre-chorus 2, our love is not the same. I'm done. I'm hurt. I've changed. I don't need you to be strong. I know what's wrong. Which I love lyricism and when lyricists can mirror sections or kind of tease sections that are to come. And I love pre-chorus 2 for this reason because we did mirror pre-chorus 1 where we're talking about in pre-chorus 1 how we've noticed about the person, but now it's complementary. Pre-chorus 2 is complementary to verse 2, but it's still interwovenly connected to the storyline that we've already told so far of no, like, let's talk about me now. Like, let's talk about where I'm at in regards to how this is played out. And let's also acknowledge my role right now in this little moment of where I'm at and like where I would like to be. And let's acknowledge and talk about that I'm getting ready to leave because I deserve better. And again, not from the lens of arrogance, but like, no, like I want what's best. I care for you, but I care for myself too. And I just love that final line. Like, I know what's wrong where it's just that aha moment of like, I know what's wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then that can be like, it can mean so much. Like you can finally figure out like, whoa, I don't have good boundaries. Or like, you could be like, oh, it's my fault that it's wrong or it's their fault. Like, or maybe it's just time to move on. We've outgrown each other. Yeah. I like low-key hate when people say that, but it does happen.
I know.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, onto the bridge, right?
Yes.
I actually really love the bridge because the first line is so deep to me. So it goes like this. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but gas when lit can make me stronger. Emotions last and memories fade. This pain is my fuel. Come whatever may. And so sticks and stones may break my bones, definite play on like super, I mean, it's kind of cliche phrase, but then we changed it at the end. And I love it because gas when lit can make me stronger. I mean, the analogy of gas being lit seems really crazy, but I feel like a lot of things conceptually are made really amazing in fire, right? You know, like golds and metals are purified through fire, and then like even like spiritually, a lot of like Christians, which we are, like we'll say like, hey, God's putting you through the fire right now. You're gonna come out better. And you're like, well, I hate the fire, but, but you're gonna be better.
The fire is annoying.
So that, and then do you want to speak to, because I remember kind of penning that line. You penned the next one.
Yeah, there is a book that I was reading at the time. I still have it on my bookshelf and I kind of pull it out every now and then, but it's this book called 101 Essays That'll Change the Way You Think. by Brianna Wiest. I hate that I was about to say this, but like, she just has such a way with words.
But she does.
But she does. And it's just a book, long story short, it's just a bunch of different essays and expositions, and it's just like expository writing. It's about 500 pages, so it's not like a little pocket book by any means. But I just got in this little rut where I just couldn't put her book down. I had never had that happen with a book before. And there's this one excerpt, I forget what the overall topic was since there's different topics, but there was this quote that I couldn't get out of my head that she had said, which was, emotions outlast the memories that created them. And I think for me, I just hadn't heard that articulation before to describe how you can still think about something like a moment or something really prolific, whether it's traumatic, capital T traumatic, or little lowercase traumatic even. And it could be like way, way back when, but you still feel it as if it had happened yesterday.
Girl, yeah.
And I think just where I was at the time when we had written it, just being transparent, I was still processing the death of 2 family members. I was processing transitioning out of my college years in the Midwest and moving to Los Angeles, and a lot of pain and grief and even heartbreak and turmoil. And I think for me, that was the most freeing lyric that we wrote. I think in a sense, I had kind of convinced myself that I was still suffering. But I was like, actually, it's in the past. It's just the emotions that are still making it feel like it's fresh. That are making it feel like, even though I've removed myself from the situation or have been removed from the situation, it's the emotions and having to get to that point of, I need to figure out how to healthily manage these emotions now. Which I'm so thankful that I have songwriting, and that I'm thankful that I have the friends, the mentors, the family that I do, the little tribe of people that I do, because I feel like if I had just been doing it on my own, I would have gone crazy.
I'm so grateful for like art forms and people. Man, that's good. Is that it?
Yeah, and then of course, the final line, like, come whatever may. Again, it's just another little iconic baddie moment where you're just like,
you're like, I'm going to the fire, but I know with certainty
it's like better. The modern day come at me, bro.
Yeah.
When everyone was saying that back in the day, like, come at me, bro.
Out of the cool group, I've always been out of the cool group.
So
that's so dope. Yeah, this song is like really, really cool to me. It's so dynamic, and I think a lot of us feel this like on many levels, but I think we finally like articulated something that is really hard to articulate. So yeah, it's good.
Yes, so other than that, that is the full lyric breakdown for our song. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give this video a like, and also make sure to subscribe to my channel and also to Martay's channel. I'll put her link and all of her information in the description. And also, we just did a filming for a podcast where we do talk about gaslighting. We do talk about this song and just our personal experiences with having been gaslit in more detail. So also go ahead and check that out. I'll put a link in the description. I'll also put a little card up here that should be popping up any second, for y'all to go and click and watch that video. And also stay tuned because we do have more content planned surrounding the single, both on YouTube and also on our social media platforms as well. So go ahead and check us out, because for real, this song is really important and special to us, and we don't want to give it just a little week and then drop it. We want to really funnel some momentum and energy behind it. So keep your eyes peeled. There's more coming. There's more in store. But again, thank y'all so much for supporting the song and the single. We're so happy that y'all are enjoying it, and that you're making little TikToks and fan art for it, and you're showing us videos of y'all going on your jog with it. It's the most encouraging thing to be artists and know that people are listening to our music and they're applying it to their daily lives. So keep streaming it, keep giving it a listen. And like I said, we will see y'all very soon for some more content. Keep your eyes peeled. Thanks for watching this video. Bye. Hey, hey.